You're still live on the AM show. We greatly appreciate your time. Thank you for staying with us. From now till the end of the show, we'd love to hear from you. Now, Mr. President says there are better, in fact, greater times ahead, economically speaking. But how has the economy impacted your Easter? You and your Easter celebrations during this period. Just call that number and let's get interactive. We have time for you. 0302-211-691 extension 2. It's rolling on your screen. 0302-211-691 extension 2. Today is Easter Monday. It's a picnic day. How has your pocket been impacted? Are you going to be stepping out there for Easter Monday? Are you going to church? Are you going to a recreational center or something of the sort? Do share with us whether you're feeling any pinch in terms of the economy, and we'll take it from there. So we have some of you who have been responding to some of these. Some of you have been sharing your thoughts. Martin Amidu Jr. says, the NDC ruled for 8 years without social intervention to reduce the hardship in Ghana. Even that man wants to come and correct his mistakes. The bit about that man, I shouldn't have read that bit because I feel it is derogatory, but those are your thoughts. We have Patrick from OEB. Let's quickly pick Patrick before we take some more messages. Good morning, Patrick. Hello. Do we have Patrick connecting with us from OEB? All right. So we'll work to get Patrick from OEB. And of course, you can also call.
I'm here.
Patrick, well, Thank you for joining. For a moment, I thought you weren't there. How has the current economy impacted your Easter? Would you like to share with us?
Yeah, it's not been easy, with the hardship, everything increased. You can't find a way out, but with God, everything is just going to be okay. But when the president says hope, I don't think hope is the way out. Things must be put in place so that Ghanaians will have some ease of the moment, because things are really hard. Every time we go to the market, things are increased, and it's hurting us.
So between last Easter and this Easter, what has changed for you in terms of food, for example, or in terms of livelihood? What has changed?
Everything has changed, especially fare. Every time you have to go to work,
right?
It's price fuel going up. Everything is just hurting us so badly. So we are just pleading with the president that he put certain things in place so that Ghanaians would have some comfort and live happily. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick, for calling and sharing your thoughts. That was Patrick from OEB. 0302-211-691 extension 2. Call that number and let's know how you feel about what the president has said. That very soon we're going to enjoy better and greater economic times. But in the interim, how has the economy impacted you and your pocket in these, in the course of this Easter season? Azabi Alfred sends a message. He says, Mr. President, we appreciate your silence better. Your silence is golden. I know Facebook MPP defenders are standing by to pounce on me, but if they try, I'm going to go into someone's pocket. Interesting. This one from Eric Saki says, he's been in power for 6 years with nothing to show. And with the 2 years left, what should we expect? Perform magic or a miracle? Regression, that's what you say. Let's do this one before I pick the next caller. Bob Jumo says, why shouldn't I be hopeful? If the man who took me out of doomsday, darkness into light says I should be faithful, why doubt him? As for you people, okay, all right. Genuine questions we're putting out there. Mensa is on the line. Hello, Mensa, good morning. It appears we've lost Mensa. Sad. Mensa, if you're listening to me, or if you're watching me right now, do call again and let's pick your thoughts. Prince Gazy has a comment, but let's pick Jonah first before we go to Prince Gazy. Jonah, good morning.
Good morning.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Kumasi.
Kumasi?
Yes, please.
Right. What is your quick take? The president says we should hope for better, but how has the economy affected your celebration of Easter?
Actually, I'm just surprised by this question because I don't see anything happening like Easter.
You don't see anything happening like Easter?
Yes.
Oh.
Because there is nothing happening. Everything has practically gone up in the country. So there is nothing like it happened.
So just what do you talk?
Oh, nothing cry. I understand the president because he practically doesn't buy anything as compared to we the citizens. So I understand.
But do you have faith when he says that we should hope for better times?
For better times with the current situation, I don't think so.
Thank you, Jonah. Rashid.
I think.
Right. Thank you so much, Jonah. Point well made. Rashid joins us from WA. Good morning, Rashid.
Good morning, sir.
Pleasure having you. How do you react to these issues that we've put up?
Yeah, Hello?
I'm listening to you, Rashid. Please go ahead.
Yes, please. I'll first of all thank you for the opportunity and also to say a very good morning to my good people of WA and all of our Paris region. First of all, I will just say that the economic situation in Ghana is something that we cannot just say with just a word of mouth.
Right.
We are feeling it in our pockets, in our daily lives, everything, we are just feeling it. Where I'm a teacher. Where I teach, just last month, or let's say before we went on vacation, the amount that I used to buy fuel to that particular place has now doubled. So imagine I'll use my meager salary to just buy fuel. I was buying fuel 20 cedis to go to my community and come back. Now, if I don't buy up to 30 or 35 cedis, I cannot go to my community and come back. And can you imagine as a teacher, if you are doing this, or if the president doesn't feel how some people are sacrificing for the nation, and he just doesn't care. Only what he do is just come out to say, to give us hope. Yes, the hope is good, but we want practical steps to be taken to solve the rising prices of fuel and fuel commodities,
right,
food, and just the basic things. It is very, very important for the ordinary Ghanaian. Not everybody is entitled to the official cars and all those things. What some people are going through in the rural communities is just so dire, just so bad.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much for giving us that perspective into what you're feeling. Let's move on to Atia, who is calling us from the Ahafo region. Atia, good morning.
Good morning.
Pleasure having you.
Thank you very much.
What are your quick reactions? The president says we should be hopeful. But again, how has the economy impacted you and your celebration of Easter?
We've always been hopeful. And my issue, I don't know. I want to know the sector responsible for regulation of price. Why we just increase prices anyhow. In fact, it hasn't been easy at all. Normally, you might think that those of us in the smaller communities are somehow okay with the food prices, but unfortunately, that's not the issue at all. I want to know the sector, the agency that regulate this price, because it isn't easy to go into the market. It isn't easy at all. Prices have increased over 100% within some short period. Within short period. So if there is no agency that regulates these things for us, then it means that anybody at all can increase price at any time. So we are just pleading with the president. Yes, he has spoken, fine, it's okay. But I think things need to be done.
Right.
The West alone cannot solve the problem at all, because even the time he spoke, the following day, they increased price. Now the price of eggs is going to increase after the Ramadan. So things are just, I don't know. So I don't know whether there is something that practically they can do. Apart from the fact, we've heard from the vice president, we heard from the finance minister, we heard from the president, but still price keep on increasing. So what exactly are they doing about the prices?
Right.
It's too much. Thank you very much.
Atia, thank you very much. In our capitalist economy, though, you know that we can do practically little, very little about, price regulation. The days of, Kalabule and the rest are no longer with us. They are past and gone. William connects with us from Cape Coast. William is our last caller. William, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ben. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. we really have a big problem staring at us, seriously. So when the president says, let's be hopeful, obviously that should be the rational decision for everybody. But the situation is getting out of hand. You see, I still don't understand why we keep on saying we don't have resources, and therefore we should help by paying taxes and doing all sort of things to get the government running. But then an aspect of running the government that needs to be checked. We are not doing it. Just cut down on the number of people we are paying by way of government appointees, ministers and whatnot and whatnot. The last time I checked, the whole world, no country is carrying this number of ministers. I don't know whether it has changed overnight, but as I checked, U.S. does not have the number of ministers we have as Ghanaians. What is it that we want the ministers to assist us to amend or repair that we are not able to do with that with a very small number? Two, the other group, they call them staffers or whatever names they call them. The number of vehicles they use. If you're buying a vehicle itself, especially if it's a durable one, if you compare the cost of running the vehicle and the time you write off the vehicle.
We appear to have lost that caller, but thank you all for actually sharing your thoughts with us. Let's just wrap with this. Did you know that the income of a young entrepreneur from some selected businesses is exempt from tax for 5 years? Any young entrepreneur engaged in manufacturing, information and communications technology, agro-processing, energy production, waste processing, tourism and the creative arts, horticulture and medicinal plants does not need to pay income tax on these activities for their first 5 years of operation. A young entrepreneur engaged in business that enjoys an initial 5-year concession benefits from the following applicable tax rates for an additional 5 years. If you find yourself in Accra and Tema, you enjoy 15%. Other regional capitals outside the 3 northern regions, 12.5%. Outside the other regional capitals, 10%. And in the 3 northern regions, 5%. If you want more clarity, just reach out to your nearest GRA office, Ghana Revenue Authority, integrity, fairness, and service. We also know that water is life, and it regulates your body temperature and keeps you alive and kicking. Awake is premium purified water treated through a strict purification process to ensure that every bottle on the market refreshes you. Awake is brought to you by Casa Preco. So just reach out for your different 330 milliliter, 500 milliliter, 750 milliliters, and 1.5 liters for those who always want more. Awake purified water is the way to go. And that's how we wrap the AM show this morning with me, Benjamin Akapo. Thank you so much for your time. Let's connect same time tomorrow. Have a good day.